Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Eid Mubarak, inshallah. Inshallah, you enjoyed your time with your family members. May Allah reward you all, inshallah. Tonight, we're going to reflect on Surah An-Nahl, verses number 95 and 96, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى سيدهم وخاتمهم حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين وعلى سيدنا ومولانا الإمام صاحب العصر والزمان الحجة ابن الحسن المهدي المنتظر عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه وجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا تشتروا بعهد الله ثمنا قليلا إنما عند الله هو خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق ولنجزين الذين صبروا أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Two of the most eloquent verses in the Quran that speaks about the relationship with God, the covenant with God that we all have, and also the reality and the truth about this life. God says this life is a quick bursting bubble. A quick bursting bubble. When I fly from this airport or from LAX, as soon as the runway is over, you see the ocean. And what do you see in the ocean? Sometimes it looks like small boats. But when you carefully examine, you see this boat dissipates, disappears. So in reality, it's not a boat what you are seeing. It's a bubble. It's the foam, the scum over the ocean. And this is scum, after a few seconds, it bursts out, disappears. You think it's a boat, it's a yacht. Sometimes I really think these are, wow, look at how many yachts are here. But they are not yachts. They are not boats. They are scums and bubbles. We think they are. This is the reality of this life. This life is a bubble. And not just any bubble. It's a quick bursting bubble. A bubble that disappears very fast. There is no day that we wake up and we don't hear fresh news about some people who left this life, and some of them are young. Some of those people who left and leave this life regularly on a daily basis are young. They have ambitions, they have aspirations, they have goals, they have plans for today, for tomorrow, for next week, next month, next year. But they disappear. So God is saying in 95, verse 95, وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. Do not sell the covenant of your Lord for a worthless, for a ridiculous price, for a meager price. Don't. وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ. The covenant that you have with the Lord, that you made with the Lord here in this life, is very important. Don't sell it cheap. Don't exchange it with anyone, with anything. Nothing is worth the price of the covenant we made with God. To be loyal to Him. When you sign in, when you join a corporation, an office, a company, and they tell you, we give you this much, we take care of your health insurance. Some of them, they take care of your transportation, some of them even your housing. And we give you this much. But dedicate your entire being for this company, from A to Z. I know some people, they work non-stop. They sleep in their offices. You know, they have a bed. They don't go home. They sleep in their offices. And when you tell them, he says, it's worth it. The return is worth it. I'm getting, good salary. God said, I sent you here with a good salary. I'm giving you a good salary. Don't worry. The salary you get from me is lucrative, is unique. No one is going to give you this return on this salary. So work for me. When you sign this contract, this covenant, ahd with God, stay true to it. Don't exchange it. Don't sell it tomorrow. Keep it. وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. And this is a common metaphor in the Quran, selling the covenant of God for a meager price, for a cheaper price, smaller price. God says in this book, in chapter 3, Surah Al-Imran, again, one of the most beautiful stories are found in chapter number 3, Surah Al-Imran. He says, verse 187, chapter 3, verse 187, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ اللَّهُ مِيثَاقَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابِ. God took the covenant of the people who received the book, meaning the Jews and the Christians before Islam. لَتُبَيِّنُنَّهُ لِلنَّاسِ. The book that you have in your hand, the Torah, the Gospel, the Bible, the book that you have in your hand, you have to make it clear. تُبَيِّنُنَّهُ لِلنَّاسِ. Say what is in this book to the people. Don't hide it. Don't conceal it. لَتُبَيِّنُنَّهُ لِلنَّاسِ وَلَا تَكْتُمُونَهُ. تَكْتُمُونَهُ means concealing it. Say it to your congregation. Say it to the people. Don't hide it. God is telling the rabbis, the priests in earlier religious traditions, you are a teacher. You have to convey this message, the entire message. Don't just pass some of it and conceal the other. Deliver the book. Deliver the teachings of the book, the message of the book. Deliver it to the masses. Why? Because they would not tell people the truth. Why? If they tell them the truth, they lose their business. Religion, when religion turns into a business, commercial religion, some people do not tell people the truth. Because if they tell them the truth, people are going to walk away. Some people are going to be upset. Some people are not going to listen. Some people are not going to pray. Some people are not going to go to the church anymore. So we have to conceal. We have to modify what we say. We have to be diplomatic. Don't tell people everything. One of my friends, he's a scholar, he said, they hired me in one of the Islamic centers. He said, Maulana or Imam, few things you should not even mention them, not even once in a lifetime. I said, what are they? He said, one of them is hijab, because all the people here, they don't wear hijab. All women here at this Islamic center, where he went in Europe, they don't observe hijab. So don't mention hijab, they get upset. If you tell them about hijab, they are not going to come. So don't mention hijab. What is the other thing? He said khums, don't speak about khums or zakat because they are not going to pay. Also, they're going to get upset. I said, what else? They said, also there is something important. We are shy to tell you, but we have to tell you because we don't want to lose customers. I said, what is it? He said, don't tell them alcohol is haram because many of them, they drink. I said, then this job, I'm not good for that. You, the board of directors, come here and you become an imam instead of me. I'm the wrong imam for the wrong congregation. This is a reality, my friends. It's a reality. I know some people who built in this country, in the United States of America, they built a huge mosque. They themselves don't pray. The founder, the builder, the sponsor who built a mosque, he doesn't pray. I don't know why he built a mosque. For tax purposes, God knows. I really don't. I know that person does not pray. This is a reality. So when you compromise religion, it's not religion anymore. It's not religion. It's a man-made religion, not God-given. Not God-given. We tell God what to do. We are not ready to listen to Him. So God is telling them, do not conceal. Tell, make this book clear. وَلَا تَكْتُمُونَهُ فَنَبَذُوهُ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ. The result is that those group of people of book, earlier communities, they cast the book behind the scriptures, behind their back, meaning they abandoned it. When you abandon something, you are casting it behind your back. فَنَبَذُوهُ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ وَاشْتَرَوْا بِهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. And they sold it for a very cheap price, small price. ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. قليل means cheap or small. فَبِئْسَ مَا يَشْتَرُونَ. This is the worst type of business they did. They betrayed God. They threw the book behind their back. Why? For a few days, to survive for a few days in this dunya. To enjoy living, having fun in this dunya. And this is what some Muslims do, not just people of book. Some Muslims also do the same. Now, there are several forms of selling the covenant of God for a worthless, insignificant, small price. One of them, it could mean trading truth and justice and guidance, hidayah, trading it for the ephemeral goods of this world, trading it with power. I know in some countries, someone who wanted to be a minister in the cabinet, and he's a Muslim. He's born in an Islamic country from Muslim parents. When they wanted to choose him, his political party, he renounced his religion. He said, I'm not a Muslim. Why? So they put him as a wazir, minister, in the cabinet. Because this position is more important for him than God, than faith, than Islam. Islam is worthless for him. He said, I'm not a Muslim. He has a Muslim name. His father is Muslim. His mother is Muslim. He is born Muslim, but because of this position in the government, he said, I'm not a Muslim. He renounced his Islam. And on the other hand, we have some people who work in high positions, high levels in governments, American government, Canadian, European. They say, I'm a proud Muslim. Not just I'm a Muslim, I'm a proud Muslim. What's wrong? What's wrong with being a good Muslim and good American, good Canadian, good European? Nothing wrong. There is no conflict between them. So it all depends on the personality, the character. Some people, they trade their faith, the covenant with God, they trade it with material wealth. How is that? He knows that the business he's doing, this type of work, this type of trade, this type of business is illegal. He shouldn't do this. One of them, very small example, very clear example, common example of this, liquor store. Liquor store. Most of the people who own liquor stores in America, you know they are what? Muslims. It's a pity. Even if they don't drink. Some say, no, I don't drink, I just sell. It's the same. You either hurt yourself or you hurt your neighbor. You hurt your community member. If this is bad and you don't drink it, why do you accept for others to drink it? You should stay away from it. This is hypocrisy. I don't drink, but it's okay for my customers, for my neighbors, for my people to drink. It's not good. It's not good. This is one of them. Okay? They know the business is haram, is illegal, is unethical, but yet they do. Because of the Prophet, he says, I'm making money. Say it. What are you telling me? I'm making money. Money is more important for me. The other example of people who trade the covenant of God with worldly profits and wealth and affairs is when they follow the wrong religion or wrong school of thought, knowing that this religion and this school of thought is wrong, but they still follow it. I know some people, they know Islam is right, but still they don't accept Islam. I know some people who know that the path of Ahlul Bayt is the right path, but because of certain considerations, because I don't want to lose my friends, I don't want to lose my family members, I don't want to lose my customers, there is an imam who said to me, I don't want to lose my congregation. I know the path of Ahlul Bayt is right, but if I declare, they're going to fire me, kick me out of my mosque, and I'm going to lose my money, my salary, my congregation. I said to him, first of all, even if you lose here, you're going to gain somewhere else. I'm not going to end up in the street, homeless. You are not. And second, this is your responsibility to tell the people the truth, to show them the right path. You are in this position as an imam, as a leader of the community, to speak the truth, not to hide it. Don't do what earlier communities did. فَنَبَذُوهُ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ. They cast the book behind their backs. Don't repeat the same mistake. Nobody listens. Dunya is more important. This quick, I call it a quick bursting bubble, is more important for them. Few more days in this life, living a few more days is more important than the akhirah, which is eternal, which is everlasting. And this is what God says in this book. بَلْ تُؤْثِرُونَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَى. You give a preference to this lower life, whereas that one, the real life, the eternal life, خَيْرٌ, is better for you, وَأَبْقَى, and everlasting. This is not everlasting. This is not everlasting. God says in this verse, always put values first. Don't compromise your covenant with God. Don't compromise your values, your principles. Don't compromise the truth and justice. Don't compromise it, even if you lose. Because nothing in this life is more valuable than your covenant with God. Covenant that you have with God is number one. Everything else is number two and number three. So don't sacrifice this covenant that you made with God, this contract that you signed. Remember the example I gave? Someone who works for a corporation, they pay him $400,000 a year. He says, even I bring my bed here because I'm making money. I don't go home, I sleep in my office. This is the covenant we made with God. So don't sacrifice it. An example of a man who did not sacrifice his values and his principles. And he was murdered, and he refused to renounce his faith. There are many examples. Among them is a man who was black. And poor. His name is Maitham al-Tammar. Maitham al-Tammar. Tammar means someone who sells dates. But he did not own the shop, he was working. He was a worker in a shop in the market of Kufa, a shop that sells dates. So he would work there. He gets, for some wages, he works there. Amir al-Mu'mineen passed by this shop and he saw this man and he noticed that this man is a special man. He's black. The owner of the shop owns this man. He owns him. He owns him. The owner is the master of this slave. So Amir al-Mu'mineen came to the owner. He said to him, how much do you sell this? At that time, for instance, the price of a slave in a market was 10 dinars. A dinar is a gold coin, so 10 gold coins. When the shopkeeper realized, the master realized that Imam Ali is interested in him, he took the price up. He said 20. And instead of saying 10, he said 20 gold dinars. Imam Ali said, I'll buy him. When Imam Ali said, I buy him, he said, no, 30. He's interested in him. And then he took the price to 40, 50, until 100 gold dinars. Those who were with Imam Ali, they went nuts. They were crazy. They said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, you are giving the money of 10 slaves for only one? You don't do business. You don't know how to do business. Sit at home. We do the business. We do the shopping for you. You don't know anything about the market. You have no experience. He said, no, I have very good experience. I know what I am buying. I know what I am buying. He's not fooling me. I'm going to get this guy, Maitham. This man is a special. So Imam Ali purchases him, and then he frees him, sets him free, and then he becomes one of his closest disciples and friends and students. Maitham al-Tammar, 24/7 with Imam Ali alayhi salam. And Imam Ali teaches him, trains him, teaches him the secrets, ilmul manaya wal balaya, a knowledge which is not found in a book or in a university or in a classroom, a knowledge which is only found with the Prophet or Imam. He will transfer this knowledge every day to this man. And this man grows mentally, spiritually. He grows. One day Imam Ali said to him, Ya Maitham. By the way, Maitham's grave is in Kufa. If you go to Kufa, from Najaf to Kufa, just before you reach the Grand Mosque of Kufa on the right side, just before you reach the Grand Mosque, 1 block or 2 blocks before Masjid al-Kufa on the right side is Maitham al-Tammar's mosques and a grave. He's buried there. And there is a mosque, there is a dome and 2 minarets. Maitham al-Tammar's gravesite. So Imam Ali said to him, Maitham, I'm going to be killed here in Kufa. And after that, Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan is going to lead a campaign of distortion and fabrication and defamation against me and against my followers and against the Ahlul Bayt. And he's going to capture every person in this city of Kufa. Every person who supports Ahlul Bayt and advocates the cause of Ahlul Bayt is going to be arrested by Muawiyah and murdered. And you are one of them, I'm telling you. So Haytham said, yeah. So, what should I do? Imam Ali said, I'm asking you, are you going to stay on my side or are you going to desert me? He said, of course I'm going to stay. He said, he's going to kill you. I said, I don't mind. As long as I'm your loyal servant, I'm an advocate of truth and justice and Ahlul Bayt, let him murder me. Imam Ali said, but the problem is not going just chop your head off. He is going to capture you. And he would ask you to renounce me, al-bara'a minni, declare it in public when the crowd are gathering. You curse Imam Ali, you curse me, and then you say, I'm not of him, he's not of me, I have nothing to do with him. Maitham said, I'm not going to do that. Imam Ali said to him, but he is going to crucify you. And he gave him exactly the spot, the tree, the palm tree, that he was going to be crucified upon that palm tree in public. He said, I don't care, let him do that. He said, not only that, he's going to sever your left arm and right arm to intimidate you, so you curse Imam Ali, you curse me. He said, even if he does that. He said, but after that, you're going to bleed. And then he's going to cut off your tongue He said, I welcome that. As long as I am on your path, as long as I am supporting truth and justice, the true Islam, let him do what he wants to do. And this is exactly what happened. Exactly what happened to Maitham al-Tammar. He was captured. He was crucified. Muawiyah sent him a message, listen, the only way to release you is to curse Imam Ali and say Imam Ali was a bad person, an evil person, and I was wrong when I followed him. So they came to him, they said, this is the message of the Caliph, Ibn Ziyad. Ibn Ziyad was the governor of Muawiyah on Iraq, in Kufa. Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. He refused. They intimidated him. They severed his arm. He was bleeding. He said, people, listen, this is exactly what my Mawla, Amir al-Mu'mineen, said. This is what happened to me. They're going to sever. They said to him, okay, we will make Imam Ali a liar. We will sever you. Because Ibn Ziyad asked him, he asked him when he was captured, how did your leader Ali, what did he say about your murder? How we going to murder you? He said, you're going to capture me, crucify me, sever my arm, and then you're going to cut off my tongue. He said, we're going to do exactly this, but we're going to make Ali a liar by not cutting your tongue. He said, no, you cannot make Ali liar. Ali learned this from Rasulullah, and Rasulullah learned this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they don't lie. So they captured him, they crucified him, they nailed him to the palm tree, and then they cut his arms, and he was bleeding. When they cut his arms, people stood there to watch him. He started to speak about the message of Amir al-Mu'mineen, the fada'il, the virtues of Ali ibn Abi Talib. So when the gathering was getting bigger and bigger, they came to Ibn Ziyad. They said, Ya ibn Ziyad, لَقَدْ فَضَحَكَ هَذَا الْعَبْدِ. This slave, Abd, is making a scandal of you. He said, then go now and cut off his tongue. When they came to cut his tongue, he said, Ibn Ziyad was telling me that Ali is a liar. I'm not going to lose my tongue. See what I said to him is true. Ali ibn Abi Talib does not lie. And he died. Once they cut his tongue, he died. And they crucified him. But he was not ready to compromise his principles, because he made a covenant with God. وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. So here in 96, وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ. In 95, وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا إِنَّمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ هُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Surely that which is with God is better for you. إِن كُنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. If you know, if you realize, if you reflect, if you think. إِن كُنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Then the next one says, مَا عِنْدَكُمْ. This is powerful, my friends. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ, indeed. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَدُ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. What is with you comes to an end. But what is with God subsists. Subsists, stays, does not go out. Whatever we have, whatever we possess, is going to come an end. Believe me. Whether we have government, we are in the government, we are in the power, we are in the office, we are a monarch, we are a queen, we are king. Queen Elizabeth, how many years she reigned? She lived 95 years, yes? Or 96? Huh? Because there are some people who are her age here, so you must remember. No, I'm kidding. Not here, yani, somewhere else. So, but she reigned for 75 years, I believe, yeah? Because she became a queen at the age of 22. I wasn't there, but I read about her. 75 years after that, she has to go underground. She has to be buried with her husband. No one can escape this. Everything comes to conclusion. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَدْ. Indeed, Whatever is with you is going to come to an end. Jibreel came to the Prophet, said, Ya Rasulullah, Allah is saying to you, there is a message, important message from God to you. أحبب ما شئت فإنك مفارقه. You may love and get attached to anything, to your house, to your business, to your money, to your car, to your cat, to your friends. You're going to part away. You're going to part away. A moment comes, no more attachment. You have to leave and go. You go one way, they go another way. This is a reality. You may love anything, get attached to anything, get obsessed with anything. You would lose and you would miss and you would part away with that thing one day. It's not going to remain for you. ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّ الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا أَجْرَهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And surely we shall render unto those who are patient. Why from among all these attributes, patience stands here, prominent, important. وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّ الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا. We will render to those their prize, their reward, to those who exercise patience. Because Imam Ali alayhi salam says, patience to faith is like the head to the body. If you take fingers, maybe you survive. The arm, maybe you survive. Legs, you survive. Whatever you survive. Eyes, you survive. Ears, you can survive without ears, without nose. But can you survive without a head? We don't see a person walking unless he's a zombie, Ali? Without a head. We haven't seen so far. Imam Ali says, patience to faith is like the head to the body. If the head is missed, there is no body, there is no life. And if patience is missed and lost, there is no faith. There is no faith. You have to be patient. If you are hungry, you have to be patient. If you are lonely, you have to be patient. If you are sick, if you are being defamed and attacked and wronged and abused, you have to be patient. You have to fight for your justice, but you have to be patient. Don't lose. Patience here means don't lose your faith in God. Don't lose your hope that tomorrow is going to be better than today. Maybe tomorrow is going to take a long time to happen, but it will happen. Don't lose faith. Don't be despondent. This is the meaning of patience. Do not be despondent. Do not give up. Don't say, that's it. God is not going to listen to me. This is my end, and there is no way out. Don't say this. Be patient. وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّ الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا أَجْرَهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. They will get the reward from us. Not Hasan, not a good reward. See, God does not say Hasan, but He says Ahsan. Ahsan is different than Hasan. Hasan is good. He's giving you good price. But Ahsan, He's going to give you the what? The best price in town. The best price. And that best price, you get it only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tomorrow, inshallah, Salatul Jum'ah at 1 p.m. Saturday night, the youth have their own Quranic circle here, which is very important. And mashallah, many of youth we have here. And they welcome those up to the age of 49.9. So if you are just below 50, you are most welcome to attend. And Sunday, the sisters, they have a sister circle. What time? 6:30. Sisters circle here, inshallah. Allahumma aghfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat الأحياء منهم والأموات تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات. Let's recite أمن يجيب المضطر for Hajj Roshan Ali Daya. He's still in the hospital. please remember him and remember other faithful people who could not make it and cannot make it. They are either bedridden at home or in the hospitals. Remember them with your prayers and with your du'as. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. يا الله من على مرضانا بالشفاء والعافية. المرضى المنظورين اللهم ألبسهم ثوب الصحة والعافية عاجلا، وعجل في فرج سيدنا ومولانا صاحب العصر والزمان، وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والشهداء ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلاة